Hello, before we begin this latest episode, I should let you all know that we recorded this at the main cinema for the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Film Festival, so that's why there's some background noises. It shouldn't be too distracting. Please go to our website, cinemarecall.net, because I'll be posting written reviews of films that are playing at that festival. Very cool thing. I should let you all know, too, that over on our main feed, I'm going to be reposting all of our episodes we did for our David Cronenberg retrospect that I dubbed Flesh for February, but I just removed the large intro that we had, so it just goes right to the introduction. And that's going to be available both on our YouTube page as well as Spotify, GoodPods, all the other favorite podcast apps. And then you gotta let you all know too that after this episode, Cinema Recall is going on a bit of a hiatus, and we'll be back in June. Now, if you're a Patreon member, patreon.com/cinemarecallpod, we are going to be releasing episodes over there. And then in June, we're going to be back, full swing with new episodes and whatnot. So, very cool. Be sure to check that out. Anyways, love you all very much. And now let's get to our episode talking about Val Kilmer. And have a great day. Bye.
From the art house to the multiplex, physical media, and streaming. Welcome to the Cinema Recall Podcast. Here are your hosts, the Vern and Ashley.
Hey everybody, and welcome back here to the Cinema Recall Podcast. I am the Vern, and I am joined today by a special guest, a lady who has been missing for a while. Thought she was mad at me. She didn't want to be around.
No, I was mad at the weather.
Hot
winter.
It's Ashley Urach.
Hi.
Back again.
Guess who's back? This bitch.
That's right. But glad to have you back.
And Charlotte in the background.
Ashley's back.
All right.
We are here at the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Film Festival, and if you go to our website, cinemarecall.net, you'll see one of the written reviews I have from the festival. A few more will be posted as we go forth here, but this is going to be kind of like ending our season here at Cinema Recall, and then we're going to come back a few months later. What have you been up to, girl?
So little.
So little?
Yeah.
Which, not little, you're in a band?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tell us about the band.
It's a funk band. I don't know why they chose me to join them, but I am a part of their band. It's called The Undergroove. It's super fun. The dudes are really cool.
Shout out to Taylor Cisco. Great guy.
Yep. And yeah, we've been working on getting some female lead songs, so we're kind of working on those. And yeah, nothing, just hibernating because it's been winter.
And what do you mean they don't know about you singing?
No, it's just
We have seen you sing karaoke, all right?
I know, but that's different.
We've been at Crypticon doing karaoke stuff
Yeah, but
with
that's
Taylor.
different. That's different.
How's that different? Are you guys doing covers of songs?
Some,
Yeah.
mostly covers. They do write their own songs.
They
which
do?
are really
Okay.
fun. Yeah.
All right. I mean, most of the songs I've heard were just been covers, so
Oh yeah. Well, you should come out to a show.
I would love to come out to a show. But your last show was in Duluth, all right?
No, it wasn't. It was at Trollhagen.
Well, where's Trollhagen?
I don't know. I didn't drive, so I didn't pay attention.
Is it in the cities?
I think it's Wisconsin.
That's Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That's nowhere near the cities.
You're right.
All right.
You're right.
It's difficult
You
for me
can't
to
take a bus
No,
there.
I can't get out.
But you could have asked. You could have hopped in the back seat.
I could have.
Yeah, of course you could have.
Really? There's
Yes.
room there? I thought for sure all your stuff is there. I didn't be put
No,
up on the
I'm
roof.
a vocalist, baby. I ain't got nothing but a microphone.
You're the leader of the group there.
No, I'm not the leader of the group. No,
The lead
that
is
is
usually
not
the
me.
leader of the group.
Nope,
That's okay.
That ain't me.
That should be you right there.
Nope, that would be Ryan Haas
Ryan
or Big Mike Taylor. Those are they're the lead guys.
The lead
It
guys.
is not me. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for listening and watching, subscribing. I will definitely post links. Does Undertones have their own website? Or are they the socials?
I think we have socials, but they need to be updated. They're definitely from pre-me era for
Premium.
sure.
They still have they don't have a Facebook page. They still have a MySpace page.
I think they have a Facebook page.
They still have a Facebook page. Okay, that's
Yeah.
all they have is just that.
I don't.
Really
Like I said, I don't know
okay.
because I don't put my fingers in that dish. I don't know.
That's fair. Well, regardless, I will definitely share
All right,
your
cool.
videos and everything like that there
We
too
dig
for the
it, baby.
website. Now, the episode that we are going to be talking about, because you saw the link, you saw what it's going to say on there. We are talking about the life of Val Kilmer,
Indeed.
actor.
Heartthrob.
Well, okay, yes, heartthrob to you.
Yeah.
All right. Who
To most of us, let's get real.
who recently passed away.
He's fucking gorgeous.
And passed away like young, I feel like.
Yeah, 65
Yeah?
is not that old for sure.
But I knew that when he got diagnosed with, I believe it was
Throat cancer.
Throat cancer. That really kept people hard, especially with that documentary Val.
Yeah, that was really good. I like that it was. It was done with his
son.
narrating. Yeah, because he sounds just like
Yeah,
his
he
dad,
does
which
very
is
much
crazy.
so. So right now for this episode, we just want to kind of go over Val Kilmer's life and career, and just talk about the movies that he's made, and just kind of our general thoughts about them. And I'm going to start right now with his first one in 1984 with the movie Top Secret. And Top Secret was done by the same people who did Airplane. And I want to thank Ruthless People. They also did Kentucky Fried Movie. And this is more like a spoof on spy movies.
Yeah.
That you did. Have you seen Top Secret?
I have not seen Top Secret. It's on my list of things to watch now. But I've seen clips, but I have not seen Top Secret.
So in Top Secret, Val Kilmer pays like this American pop singer who's been hired by the Germans to help, usher in the new.
Right. Is he supposed to be like Elvis?
Yeah, well, a little bit like
Kinda.
Elvis, but he's
Yeah.
like a big like heartthrob.
Okay.
In the 50s.
So Elvis.
So he's going there basically to help make sure that to help usher in a new vein of like
Right.
German, because this is a time when they both had East and West Berlin,
Okay.
and he's there to represent like the more communist side.
Okay.
And then he gets involved with this young girl whose father is played by Peter Cushing, and he has like this device that is supposed to help save humanity. It's very vague what the device is.
Sure.
It's more like a MacGuffin
Okay.
than anything else. But he's a scientist that's been captured, and he has to go like rescue her.
Okay. That
All
makes
right.
that sounds.
But all of his songs have to do with surfing and skeet shooting.
Surfing and skeet shooting.
Surfing and skeet shooting, all right?
That's good.
But it does have some very cool little visual gate moments. There is a moment where everyone is started talking backwards, but it's played forward. So it looks like they're talking like a foreign language. And I guess they literally had to like shoot them talking backwards and have it come back in other ways. And it's weird. There's a whole fight sequence that happens underwater.
An underwater fight scene.
Oh, and it has like a bar there.
That's funny.
There are actually some like really good stuff
I
there.
really do. I really like Airplane, so like those kind of gags are pretty.
And it's
pretty
like
good.
one after another. I don't think it is as funny as Airplane,
Sure.
but it's still a good one right there.
And then the next one was 1985, Real Genius.
Real Genius,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Which I know I have seen like a couple times, but during that time it wasn't a movie that I watched constantly. But I know a lot of friends that is like their favorite movie.
Yeah.
Did you watch it a lot?
No, I didn't. I think the first time I saw Val Kilmer, and I have a memory of him was in Willow, which I did watch repeatedly, and I thought he was. God, how old would I have been? I was 8 when Willow came out, so his character. Not to skip ahead, but that's when I remember him.
You remember him there. Oh, and we also skipped past Top Gun.
Of course, yeah. I wasn't trying to skip
Oh, no.
ahead. I was just saying I probably watched Top Gun, but it wasn't like I was 6, so I wasn't really into dude movies.
Yeah,
not
right.
that to say it's a dude movie, but like back then it was definitely not a 6-year-old girl movie. Yeah.
It's actually there's a great scene.
Is it when they're all playing volleyball?
Not that scene.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to.
Tell me more.
No, you know.
Because they're sweaty. It's glorious.
There's all this.
So hot.
Yes.
And the volleyball, their bodies.
Do you need some time alone?
Yes.
Do you need some time alone there? Right?
Yeah.
Should I walk away from the microphone here?
No, stay. Watch it develop.
Watch it develop. Okay, all right.
Oh,
I'm
Tom
watching you
Cruise
watching Val
With
Kilmer
his
and
little
Tom Cruise.
tooth in the middle of his face. Yeah. Val Kilmer's just gorgeous.
Oh.
Ugh.
Well, there's a scene from a movie called
Sweaty.
Sleep With Me where Tim's at a
Rippled
party.
muscles.
Well, there's a
Sorry.
scene. No, I
Just kidding.
feel like
Okay, go ahead.
The whole thing's now become ASMR, like a rock of porn now,
That's
for you
right.
just like talk about it. But no, there's a scene in the movie Sleep With Me where Tarantino's describing Top Gun and saying that it is the greatest love story between Val Kilmer and Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And it's a story about how Tom Cruise is like, coming out that he's gay in that
Oh,
movie.
sure.
All right, because Kelly McGillis wants him to go the straight way, and
Yeah.
Val Kilmer's like, no, go for the gay way, be the gay way.
Yeah.
And the whole movie that Tom Cruise is fighting that, and Kelly McGillis is trying to convince him, and she does it through subterfuge by
Right.
dressing up as a guy, but then at the very end of the movie, Val Kilmer gets Tom Cruise to be join the gay way,
Yes.
and be part of the
So glad.
yeah, and he's with that. The whole movie is about Tom Cruise's character discovering his own homosexuality
Sweet. I mean, hey.
in Top Gun.
And
That
it
the whole
was
movie's
all
about.
under the guise of cool military dudes
Yeah.
doing cool military stuff, being cool, muscular, macho dudes.
That's all you got from the movie, just these muscular dudes.
All
just-
I got from the movie is half-naked men playing volleyball,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. And then you watch like
Mm.
real volleyball and say not quite the same thing.
No, it's not the same.
You got disappointed there.
Generally, after watching movies and then I see dudes, I'm disappointed.
Yes, yeah.
Let's get real. It's disappointing to see men in real life. It is.
Yeah. Well, it's not too great for
Not to hurt
seeing-
your feelings, but calm down.
It did as well as I see women in real life too. They're not quite the same as movies, all right. So
You got it.
But when you watch Top Gun, you kind of think of Val Kilmer's character as being kind of like the asshole. Mm-hmm. But if you watch again, he actually is doing everything right,
Right.
and it's Tom Cruise that's
Generally,
being.
generally speaking, in movies and in books and in stories, the person that's trying to get you to follow the rules is seen as the asshole.
Yeah.
And the person that's trying to defy the rules is the hero.
Yeah. Like, I live by my own rules, all right.
Live by my own rules. I'm a rebel, Dottie. Okay.
I like
I'm a
you,
loner.
Loner Dottie. Oh,
I like you. I like.
Top Gun with Pee Wee
like.
Herman.
Oh my God! Please, that would have been amazing.
That would be the most badass thing right there for sure. But you talked about Willow with Warwick Davis.
Yes.
Ron Howard movie.
Yep.
I mentioned before, Top Gun is done by the late, Tony Scott. So back to Willow, Ron Howard feature, fantasy movie. I remember my buddies Kim and Dave watched that movie quite a bit. When I was a kid, I don't think I was watching the movie that much. Because I know in like 85 and 86, I was watching Howard the Duck
Okay.
more than I was watching.
Yeah. Well, I was
Top Gun.
8. I lived with my grandma. I remember seeing Howard the Duck, but I wouldn't have been allowed to watch that in my grandma's house.
No?
No, my grandma was like religious. And
Oh,
she
fair
was
enough.
like,
Okay.
you're not allowed to watch that. I was only allowed to
That's-
listen to country music. So like Willow, I could watch Willow.
Sure.
And Conan the Barbarian,
Conan the
honestly.
Barbarian.
Yeah,
Oh.
I used to watch that a lot when I would come home on Saturdays from the pool.
Yeah?
I don't know why. I would just pour all of my Fun Dip into a bowl and just eat it with my finger while I was watching Conan the Barbarian.
Oh, yeah?
Just rippled and just a loincloth and looking all sweaty and muscly. God, my grandma let me watch some real weird shit.
Wow.
And I'm
Grandma's
sorry,
a
but
perv.
Mad Mardigan, that was his name in Willow,
Mad
right?
Mardigan, yep, it was Mad Mardigan.
And he also had his shirt off a lot.
So I think, okay, so people
Shirts off.
I know people are saying that a lot of there's a lot of young girls' sexual awakening was David Bowie
Okay.
in Labyrinth.
In Labyrinth, that gigantic god piece.
Mine was Leah Thompson in Howard the Duck.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
And then also we could probably say Mars Madigan.
Yeah, that was. I don't know if that was. I watched a lot of. I can't remember like a movie where I was like, that's what it was. That's what made me like this kind of guy.
Yeah.
But I will say I don't have a type necessarily.
Yeah.
I don't. So maybe the culmination of all of these shirtless dudes have formed me into like a chick that really just likes any dude if
Yeah.
your shirt's off.
Okay, so 80
Do you hear that?
Yeah. I mean, people walking by there right now, just like, oh, like, hey, dude, the shirt's off.
Hold
So
on
they-
a minute.
What-
Hold on a minute.
So, funny thing too about Willow is that Val Kilmer met his future wife, Joanne Wally,
Oh, that's so
and then
nice.
she became Joanne Wally Kilmer.
Cute.
And I know they've been married for a little bit. I don't have the fact information about when they
That's okay.
you
It's
know,
not pertinent.
grew up and whatnot.
We don't have the time.
I'm gonna tell you, but I'm trying to pull up all of his movies he has here.
Well, he did The Doors in 91.
Yes. Did you see The Doors?
A long time ago, I saw it one time. He had his shirt off.
That's how you
So-
remember. That's all the movie's about. Did he have a shirt off? If he's had his shirt off, I'm gonna remember the stuff.
That's right. That's how I catalog movies in my brain. Did somebody take their shirt off?
My
Right.
dad was a huge fan of The Doors.
Yeah.
Played The Doors music all the time. So the movie came out, he was super excited to see
Yeah.
it. And he says that Val Kilmer did a very good job
Yeah.
at portraying Jim Morrison. And I think that he does a lot of his own singing on
Yes,
there.
he does. Yes.
The movie itself, despite Val Kilmer being really good, is dull.
Oh,
It's a really dull movie. It's a movie that has a lot of great live performances.
sure.
But then the filler material is nothing because
Bummer.
when you see him at the start, Jim Morrison
Yeah.
is like just drunk,
Yeah.
and then he's an asshole,
Yep.
and then he gets more drunk,
And then he gets drunk some more.
and then he sings some good songs,
Yep.
and then he gets drunker.
Yeah.
All right. Then he hooks up with some groupies, gets drunker, breaks stuff, sings songs, whips his junk out. Gets more
Yeah.
oh, that's what you remember there.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
No.
And then he gets more drunk, and then.
But I had a feeling, like I was like, did he take his junk out? I feel like he did in that movie, but that's not what I remember. I remember shirtless.
He's right there. And then, see, he was in the movie called The Real McCoy
True
with
Romance.
Kim Basinger. Okay, so in True Romance, he had a very big part in that movie. He's called the Mentor,
Oh, okay.
and he's the guy that. Speaking about like Elvis, how I was talking about Top Secret.
Yeah.
In True Romance, he literally plays like an Elvis clone that only Christian Slater can see.
Oh,
And he's the one that gives him advice
okay.
about how to do stuff. And you can barely see him in the movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just see like
Okay,
backgrounds.
I've not seen that movie, so I don't know.
Oh, it's so good. So many great people are in that movie. Christopher Walken,
Is that Christian Slater?
yeah, Christian Slater,
Nice.
and Patricia Arquette,
Okay.
and
Oh, yeah.
it's got Dennis Hopper.
Okay.
Yeah, Christopher Walken's in there.
Good old CW.
Chris Penn. Samuel Jackson is one of his first roles. Is in that. He's a
Nice.
very short scene. So when the credits come up there, you're like, this person's in there, this person's in there. So yeah, very great. And Brad Pitt is in the movie.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
funny.
he plays a story character. He's very cool. Oh, so True Romance, and then The Saint is the other movie that came out in '97,
Okay.
I believe.
You skipped right over Tombstone.
I was right. I did skip over Tombstone.
You did.
I'm sorry.
We played Doc Holliday. We did a whole episode about it.
We did.
Yeah, so we'll skip that.
Okay.
Moving
No.
right along.
No. But Tombstone, the one George Cosmatos directed it. The guy who also made Rambo, his son Pedro directed Nick Cage in Mandy. Tombstone, great little western.
Sure.
And moving on from there,
Great little western. It was
Great.
an epic western.
But
I digress.
I still prefer the Quick of the Dead, but still.
Well, and don't
westerns.
forget, he was Batman in Batman Forever '95.
He was Batman.
He was, and he said he hated that suit because he couldn't move.
Is that the one with the nipples?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he hated it because he couldn't move, and then so he felt like he couldn't act as deeply as he would have liked, because he was just stiff. Because he couldn't turn his head ever. It was just all these. He just liked it. Yeah.
That's Batman's two dudes. All right. Batman Forever. Nicole Kidman.
Yes.
Jim Carrey.
Absolutely.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones is Two-Face.
Jim Carrey did great Riddler. I like Val Kilmer as Batman.
I do too.
I liked as Bruce Wayne. I thought it was very good in that.
Agreed. And so then you skip past the Island of Dr. Moreau, which I remember seeing. I don't know if it was very good.
I remember Marlon Brando being in that movie, and I know that movie had a lot of production behind it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever watched it.
I think I did. I'm pretty sure I really liked it, but I only watched it once, so.
I don't remember anything really about that movie.
Right.
That's why
I didn't ever see The Saint.
I saw The Saint like once, and I think I didn't like it because at the time it came out too close to Mission Impossible, and it reminded me too much of Mission Impossible, like a rip-off of that, and I had no idea that was based on an old TV show from the 60s.
Sure.
And I know if I watch it again, I'll enjoy it more because in The Saint he, dons different faces.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
As you see, like Tom Cruise did in Mission Impossible. So, and that's why I didn't see it, but I should have.
And then he was the voice of God and Moses in the DreamWorks animated movie Prince of Egypt.
Oh, he was?
Which was a big movie, yeah.
Okay. I vaguely remember that one here.
We don't have to talk about it too much. It was very good, though.
Was it good?
Yeah.
And then the only
had a great soundtrack.
I know he was in MacGruber.
So I read a little thing today.
Yeah.
That what's the guy's name? MacGruber. Who played MacGruber? My brain is
I looked this up right now because I'm bad with it. Will Forte.
So Will Forte had said that after he was in MacGruber, they became good friends.
Sure.
Him and Val Kilmer, and then Val Kilmer really wanted to do The Amazing Race with Will Forte.
Oh yeah.
And they were both down for it.
Yeah,
they were going to do it.
Good.
And then they said, okay, so then they went and talked to their respective managers, whatever, and their managers said no, so they didn't do it. And Will Forte said that that's one of his biggest regrets, is that they didn't just go do it anyway.
Oh no.
That would have been so.
That would have been amazing.
Freaking great.
That would be cool. After the MacGruber thing, or even before that, he was in the Salton Sea. Mm-hmm. And I heard everyone talking about the Salton Sea as being one of his great performances that he did.
I've never seen that.
But I haven't seen the one. And most of the time, I haven't heard of a lot of these movies, so I feel bad about that.
Oh well, you can't see them all, man.
But one of my favorite movies he did, and I'm going to skip ahead right now, or even skip back, 2005.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
That was Robert Downey Jr.'s comeback movie, right? One of his
comeback movies, for sure. Definitely a movie that had the big studio clout behind it. And thank you to Shane Black for putting him in that movie. And I think both him and Val Kilmer, they just have all of this wonderful chemistry with each other.
Yeah. Gay Perry was a great character.
And I wish that movie did better at the box office, because I would like to have
it's
more.
number one in our hearts. Fuck the box office.
Doesn't matter. Well, yeah, but now we're not going to get any more movies with that. It kind of upsets me that we're not going to get any more.
So we're scrolling through. He was in some other stuff. Nothing.
I think one of his.
I saw.
Heat.
What did you see? Heat. Oh, that was.
With Al Pacino.
Okay.
And Robert De Niro. And.
But that was in the.
That was 95.
95, yeah.
And I know a lot of people love Heat. I thought it was okay.
I've heard of people reference Heat before, and I'm never seen it. So maybe we should actually. You said you watched it. You weren't a fan.
I have not, but there's supposed to be a new director's cut.
Sure.
And I feel like
that would make it better.
I might watch, not all the time, but I'm willing to give new cuts a shot.
Sure.
See if it makes any difference or not. And I think one of his last movies that he did was the Top Gun Maverick.
Yes, that is the last movie he did.
And
2022.
Yeah.
And it was so good. He was, even though he didn't speak in that movie, the great thing about Val Kilmer is he even though he was a great comedian, like comedically speaking, he should have done more comedic roles.
He should have, yeah.
He was so good at it.
Oh, very much so.
But he was just an amazing actor from teenager until his final role.
Great range of like characters, and it's stuff that I'll definitely have to go back and rewatch again.
Mm-hmm. I think I heard he was he was like the youngest person that was allowed to go to Juilliard, that was accepted to Juilliard. I believe that is what I read, yes.
Makes
and
sense.
he was writing his own plays and performing them as a teenager.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was doing, like, even plays even before he got, diagnosed with, like, throat cancer, doing his own plays right there, too. Oh, but it was just very sad. Go watch the documentary, Val, if we haven't mentioned it before, because it is a very good, very heartfelt documentary about his life.
Yeah, he was the youngest person ever admitted, like, he's going to the doctors, accepted into Juilliard.
Yeah?
Yes, he was. Yep.
Oh, well, very cool. He'll be missing our hearts for sure. And yeah, I don't have anything more to say about Val Kilmer except for, rest in peace. You may be gone, but your movies live on. And damn, we're losing too many people this year.
That's what happens when we get old. We're not even old yet, but
I know. Everyone's like,
here, I've got a few. Here's top 10. I won't read them all.
Okay.
Val Kilmer was the youngest person to ever be accepted in the Juilliard's drama division.
Okay.
He turned down a role in The Outsiders to do Broadway.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Interesting. Kilmer did an ABC after-school special that didn't air after school.
Yeah?
Dang it. Yeah. Kilmer did not want to make Top Gun. Gum.
Yep. Top Gun. I like Top Gun.
I love Top Gun.
That's right.
Top Gun.
Whitley's in my Top Gun.
Yeah.
What's your Top Gun, huh?
Kilmer tried to entice director Stanley Kubrick with videotaped auditions.
For what movie?
He did not specify.
Oh, okay. All right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Kilmer was the voice of Kit in Knight Rider.
Really?
That's so rad, yeah.
In the show? Wait, how did that show came out before? Like, really?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
That's what it says. I am Mental Floss. I'm assuming the people who wrote it at Mental Floss did their homework.
Okay, good. Okay. All right.
Kilmer played Mark Twain on stage.
All right. Yeah, I remember that.
And then there is a Val Kilmer Museum.
Oh. Which
is pretty cool.
Where's the Val Kilmer Museum at?
Let's see. Well, yeah, it's not saying.
Okay.
But that's just what I read.
All right. Well,
that's pretty cool. All right.
Very cool thing. Val Kilmer. Before we leave here, I do want our listeners to go to rabbitholepodcast.com and look up That's Bodacious Dude. Radical movies from the 80s.
Yes. There's an episode on Pee-wee's Big Adventure featuring me.
And it's good.
Is it good? Do you like it?
It was a lot of fun. I liked it very much.
I recorded in my bedroom, and a couple times there was a small child that kept coming in my room.
Okay.
And I'd have to just look at her all evil and point my finger out the door. I'm like, just give me 1 hour, and she couldn't do it.
No.
Could you? You couldn't do it, could you?
Oh, or she comes now. Sarah, to people.
You don't have to get that close.
Nope, I could not do it.
Go away. All right, goodbye.
But don't check that out. It's a lot of fun. And I've heard on the episode that you have not seen Frankenhooker.
I have not. No.
So we're gonna have to do a reaction video.
Okay.
To that.
I'm down for that. That sounds good.
I still want to do a reaction video to you watching Titan as well.
Oh my God.
All right.
You could do a reaction video of just you telling me you want to do a reaction video of that horrible movie. Although I can't say it's horrible. I've never seen it.
You've never seen it there.
But I know the synopsis, and that's bad enough.
I want to see. We're gonna do more reactions.
She drops a Matchbox car out of her hoo-hee after she gets pregnant
There's
from her.
more to it than
I'm
just
sure.
that.
She gets all hot and heavy with the car and then drops a Matchbox car out of her wing-wong.
It was Hot Wheels, all right, not Matchbox. No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get it right, all right? No,
My bad.
But definitely we'll have her watch Frankenhooker.
Yeah, definitely.
Sounds hysterical. And there's other features that we're going to do. So like I said before, this is going to be kind of like our last episode. until June. All right, and we'll probably plan on getting episodes ready for our Patreon page. Again, patreon.com/cinemarecallpod. Go there if you want to get updates and new episodes of the podcast. Otherwise, we're going to be back in June with a whole slew of new episodes and
That's right.
new things right there.
You got it.
Ash,
Yeah.
good to see you again, Holmes.
Nice to see you too, dude.
All right, just let you know that she's still around and,
I'm here. I'm the occasional host.
Yes, I love it.
Yep.
All right. Well, there's everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye. Thank you.
Listen to us.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloos. Laters.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.